Well, weekend's here to go hiking Asotin. We're gonna go hike the North Fork of the Asotin Creek. I think it's like 10 miles in, 10 miles out. So we're gonna go camp out tonight. By the time we get there, it'll be late. So we're gonna go camp at the trailhead, hike in tomorrow, and see what we can see. Now we made it to Asotin, and we're stopping at Matt's Grill and Lodge for a little evening meal. And I'm gonna see if they'll give me burger sides, a couple of eggs and bacon. That's all I really want. Anyways, check in with you guys later when we get to the trailhead. Bye for now. Look at these humans that are with us. All family. Oh, can't see nothing, but we're at the trailhead. Setting up a camp. And I'm looking around. Got a big trailhead tent they're throwing out, so stay in that tonight, I think, or whatever. Anyways, talk to you in a little while. Well, we are hanging out at the trailhead now. I decided to use my tent, my 6 Moon Designs. Definitely full. Yeah, the rain holds off. It's clear right now, which means that it's going to be pretty chilly tonight. But nowhere what it's been the last 3 months that I've been hiking. So this one should be pretty decent with my 30 degree, and I am just wearing all my clothes and my rain jacket right now, just because I don't care. I'll just be warm, and none of it's really dirty right now, so I'm ready to go. Tomorrow I'll just pack up, shove it all in my bag, and hike out. Anyways, I'm gonna kick back, watch Netflix that I downloaded, and then probably go to sleep because it's already a little after 9 o'clock. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Good night. Good morning. We're ready to go up to the North Fork of the Asotin Creek.
Fix my hat.
Got Steven, the brother-in-law. We got Ethan on this trip. We got Wendy. She's ready to go. Look at her swinging that like an animal. Yep. So we're gonna go up there. Adam's already on his way with midnight. Actually, I think they're waiting for us. Anyways, we're gonna get hiking today, and it looks like we're gonna have a pretty nice day for a little while at least. Got blue skies all the way around, except for the clouds are that right there means storm. In case anybody's wondering, that shape of clouds. I don't know if you can see them up there. There we go. See that? Yeah. That means it's going to rain today at some point. Anyways, we'll have fun. Talk to you in a little while. Here we are, North Fork, Asotin. Make sure you bring your Discover Pass. Here we are on the trail. I think mostly it's just going to be this type of stuff, walking up a canyon. It's a glorious day out right now. So we'll just take that as long as we can get it before those clouds start moving in. But we got Steven and Adam and Wendy and Ethan back there. It's just a nice little jaunt right now. That's where we're hiking. Just down in the canyon, up along the creek, just over there in the trees. All right. So right now it's a nice trail. It's just green grass we're walking on. So let's keep on going. My eyes are watery. Still waking up. I got my coffee down. So I guess we'll hike. Well, so far it's been a pretty easy walk. It's mostly this side-by-side type trail. Got, your nice typical canyon stuff. We got a creek on one side. It's definitely flowing right now. Trail is pretty well maintained, I think. It's nice when it's a four-wheeler trail because they can come back here with bigger saws and stuff like that, because there's a couple brushy areas we went through that would have been pretty crazy if somebody hadn't really just pushed a lot of it out of the way. Here's the creek. She is flowing good. This looks almost like a man-made rock wall right here. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, that's the trail so far. I'll get back with you guys in a little while. This is the trail. Almost no elevation gain, which is fine. But I like to climb stuff every once in a while. And this guy right here, he's a goat. He likes to climb stuff. So we're just gonna keep on moseying. Sun's finally hitting us now up at the top of the canyon. And look at those colors starting to pop. Blues and greens. It's nice, it's nice. All right, got some suns out, guns out going on with Adam over here.
Right on.
Don't worry, he's leaving no trace because he already shaved his head, so he's not gonna leave any hair behind.
That's
it's gonna be good.
T's.
Yep, this guy over here, he's got suns out, buns out. Oh wait, never mind.
That's right.
Totally different.
But still.
Sun's out enough. Put on a tank top, start hiking. All right, sun's behind me. This trail's super like smooth. I mean, easy. It does have a lot of brush along it, so I think it might get pretty crazy. I don't know if you can even see me because the sun's behind me. There we go. Block it, block it, block it. There we go. Block the sun. Oh, there we go. Aim down. Anyways, it's been super easy so far. We've just been moseying along talking. Like, it's not, hardly even get warmed up. But, a couple miles in we are. Still got the river alongside of us over there. And it's just like beautiful spots all along here. We decided to climb up out of the valley a little bit. We saw a potential cave right there. From down there, just to see black, like overhang. Anyways, ain't nothing. It was fun to climb though. Up this ravine. Views behind us. Looking good. Lots of runoff, lots of rainwater, snow melt. Later, if we get some views up out of this canyon. If not, we'll just see more green. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little while. Trails changed a bit from canyons to trees as we get higher or deeper. It's just been nice. I mean, easy trail. On all trails, it says it's a hard. I don't know if it's because it's 10 miles in, 10 miles out, but I think we've gone 4 so far, and it's just flat. This trail kind of turned pretty foresty. Never really, no real elevation gain. I mean, it had a couple little spikes to go up, but I mean, maybe 50 feet up a hill. Then you're on the top, and then you walk along, and then you drop down. But it's definitely getting really green. I think that the brush and when all this stuff really starts to leaf out is going to be really hot and muggy and a lot harder to pass back here. But this is a great time of year here in early April, and this trail doesn't open until April 1st. So haven't seen a lot of wildlife, but it's just a nice little hike trail. Got a little bit of a vantage point up here. See the river down there? It's pretty cool. It has like a little island and a little fork. Yep, that's the creek, river. Here's a trail. That's where we're going. Ever find when you're on an easy trail and your body like keeps wanting to like work, but it isn't? You just yawn a lot. Probably just me. All right, a little windy out here. I know that the weather's coming in, so we'll see what we all feel like here if it starts pouring on us. Besides that, we're just gonna enjoy some more foresty views and the occasional peek up here to these rocky crags that are just, I call them rocky crags. Probably saying something wrong. Anyways, I think they're awesome. So, I'll talk to you in a little while. Check these out. Gnarly trees ready to fall across the trail. That one would have been, but caught by that tree. That tree's about ready to go too. It's all dead, and look, it's cracking right there. I think they called that a widowmaker. Oh, I guess we're gonna walk under them in a nice hurried fashion. You can see this one. Caught by that tree. And that tree's still sturdy, so that's probably going to be there a while until it rots in the middle and probably falls. Alright. Pretty glorious scenery here. Let's get on with the hike. Alright. I'm waiting on everybody else because there's a side trail and it might go up to some views up here. But it's a little steep. It's always hard to show how steep something is, but this is straight level with my eyes. And this is the trail. So you see the trees, you kind of get an idea of how straight up that trail goes. Anyways, it's not that far up there though, so I'll be waiting for everybody and see if they catch up or what's going on. And then maybe we can run up to the top of this and see what it looks like. Anyways, I might start climbing it anyways, and then I can yell if I see them down here. Alright, I'll show you from the top if I get up there. Well, that is a butt kicker. That trail goes straight up. But there's some views up here that are worth it. Phew. Look at those. See, that's what this trail's missing. I think that all trails should have you climb up out of the canyons. You know, so you're not walking down there by there for no reason. You're actually up here seeing some stuff. Anyways, I gotta get hiking. I think they're waiting for me to see if there's anything up here. Alright, talk to you later. For that hill, and now we're down in the area. Should be able to grab water from here and maybe hike a little bit farther up. We finally actually climbed up out of the ravine. Got up to a real trail. At least, I don't know. I mean, they're all trails, but all trails on all trails. Anyways, I like this one. Definitely get up out of the brush. Get a little bit of more view. You can see, you know, just a little bit more of the hillsides. Just what makes it pretty. And you could look down. You can't see the river, but there's a pretty good little waterfall down there. I mean, just a log roll over, but everybody's working. Looks like everybody's taking a picture right now too. All right, I think I accidentally distanced everybody by quite a bit. I just like got in go mode on this trail, and not sure what mileage I'm at. The GPS wasn't picking up, so I gotta stop for a second, let it catch up, and see where I'm at. But we were gonna stop at that one place. They didn't like all the lady beetles. Mass amounts of lady beetles in the field. Anyways, they didn't want to camp there, so we headed off to find another place. And I just kind of took off, got my music jamming, listening to the river. Sun's up behind the clouds. No rain clouds yet, but it doesn't mean anything, because I started this with, I don't know, like a liter of water. Not a lot, so probably be getting pretty low on that here pretty soon. And I could have filled up at that one spot where I took video. I just spaced it, but not a big deal. It's not overly hot. It's not overly strenuous, so I'm not sweating and losing a lot of water. But I will love to have a nice big drink down the road here. You see, this trail definitely does not have a lot of traffic. Oh, that might end it. Nothing, no way around this. It's a giant bushy tree. Might be able to climb up somewhere along here. Try to get around this, but I might go back. Just meet up with everybody and see if they stopped. Anyways, I'm gonna sit down for a second and check my GPS, see where I'm at. Working those muscles. Clearing the path. Went back, caught up with them, came back to the tree. He just happened to have his, this is actually a forged in Japan knife, ancient style, like a samurai sword is. It's the sharpest blade. He cuts his hair with it. See how shiny that head is?
Made by real samurai.
Yeah, this is made by real samurai sword makers. All right, the impassable tree became passable. Just a little bit of handiwork. Adam's little Ginsu saw. It's a lot of back and forth. All right, on our way. We got like a mile and a half, 2 miles for the end of the trail. So we've run into a few obstacles. We cut through that last one. Now we got another one. This one, I was able to kind of push past it. Has a big log to start with. You can climb over in that brush. So it's possible. It's not fun though. Anyways, we'll see what we decide to do. We're close to the end. Still looking for a place up here to camp that we can get to the water. So far we're just stuck up out of the, can't get down there. It's all like that. Can't get down there. I mean, you can, it just wouldn't be fun. Well, we all decided that we're gonna try to make it to the end before we start camp, because it doesn't look like heavy rain's coming yet. Clouded over, cool down, not really cold. We found a perfect camp spot. We're really close to the end of the trail. And I just saw this and I had to get that on film. It's beautiful, freaking obelisk, or whatever you call those, thing of rock is just sitting there very precariously. I saw this down here and figured I'd come down here and show you. It's pretty cool. Every once in a while, this trail will give you a nice little view of this river. Pretty cool. Oh, looks like we reached the end here. I think this is the log Adam went to and what he's trying to hike back to. So now we're gonna go back to, I think, the camp spot that we found. All right, we got to the end, and now we're heading back to the one last decent camp spot that had fresh running water out of the mountain or the hill. So we're heading back there now, and we'll see how decent it is to set up, how nice it is. Maybe we'll get a fire going. My sister. I'm glad she's out here. It makes me happy. She's awesome. Well, we got into camp and it started raining, so we just got set up at our spot before the rain started coming down. So I got set up, got my pad out, blown up in my tent. I'm probably not gonna leave until tomorrow, unless it all of a sudden stops and gets warm again. I mean, it isn't cold, so if the rain stops, then we can get out, wander around, go look at the river. It's pretty decent, flat area. I used all sticks to stake my tent down. Not the greatest pitch. I don't have a big enough bathtub floor, I don't think, for, well, that's pretty decent bathtub. But anyways, you got lady beetles on everything. Those things are ridiculous. But anyways, I'll chat with you later. Good morning. Rained all last night. Yeah, we just had to go to bed pretty early to get out of it. So I'm probably gonna pack up, slam out of here, go get some food, and then that's the end of the trip, just like normal. We had a great night. My lunar solo held up to rain really good. Not a leak on the inside. Condensation was not horrible. On the inside, definitely wet in here, but it's not dripping on me. All right, we're all packing up. Everybody's getting their tents. You got the dry spot from where the tent was. Ethan survived last night. I think we all had to go to bed early enough that we ran out of movies to watch in our tent and got bored. And Wendy woke up she thought it was already today, but it was still last night to pee. And she was like, what? Mad. It's only 10 o'clock?
It was 10:58.
All right, Adam's over there getting himself packed up with Midnight. Ready to go. Little pack, huge pack. We're off. Got out of some of the scrub brush. This is a Sunday, a hike out. So we got, I don't know, 10 miles to do this morning. And this is the section of the trail that's really overgrown, and it's super wet out because all the rain last night, so probably won't do a ton of videoing. I mean, it's a gorgeous trail, green. Right now it's just super wet, which is never that fun to hike in because you just get wet pretty much no matter what, you know. Try to have rain gear and you're gonna get wet one way or another, inside out, outside in, and have a runny nose and go sniff, sniff, sniff a million times. So if I do see anything that's really cool that you guys might want to see, I'll show you. Like this green right here. It's pretty cool. So on we go. We got a little bit farther now. A little bit more open, so I can jog like I like to. And just work my way down the trail. But I was going to take you for a walk with me. It's a much nicer part of the trail. Not overgrown, not bushwhacking the whole time through bushes growing up over the trail. And there is quite a bit of rocks that are littered here and there, so if you're jogging, running this, just be careful of stub toes because they're not always as obvious, covered with grass and forest deterioration, turning the dirt on top of them, but they stick out just enough to catch a toe. But it's just beautiful out here. This is a nice one. It's not hard to get to out of Clarkston, Lewis and Clarkston in Washington. Well, we're a little farther. I mean, there's no instantaneous 10 miles. You can jog and run, hit all the downhills, speed up the uphills. It's still 10 miles. You still got to get there. Go through trees, all that stuff. Hey, maybe one day I'll get ambitious and start setting my camera up and do the walk past like Survivor Man that all the thru hikers copied. It's not bad. It always looks pretty cool. Just hard for me to get around like the whole backtracking thing to go get my camera and be like, put it on a yo-yo, like key return, you know, it's like super strong. So you just hit the button and just yanks it off the hill back there. Got my camera. Then I could probably do it. And like for me, it's nice to like put these out there, you know, so I just want to get more people to hike with. So people can see like what it's like to come out here and hike and just be part of nature and out of the city for a while and just relax and not be so stressed. Then, you know, they can see the joy, the relaxation, the peace that you find out when you got it all picked out, had our tent set up, everything unpacked in there. We got out, we ate, we made like a little fire, enjoyed that until it started sprinkling hard enough, and then we all just climbed in, you know. I mean, it was early, and that's why, you know, that's why I usually do Netflix stuff, so I can watch a couple movies past the time, because you can't sleep that long. Everything builds up moisture because your body puts off like liters of water when you're sleeping, and it all goes through your down, and then when it gets outside of your quilt, it condenses, and a lot of times it lays that thin moisture on top of everything, and obviously your tent gets condensation. And I don't care if you have a double wall, single wall, your tent gets condensation. I mean, it's kind of like with ultralight gear anyways. It can't be a brute. You gotta take care of this stuff. It's like, yeah, it's made for outdoors, it's tough. You know, the nylons we have, polyester, still polys are tough, you know? You're not gonna just shred, but when you see people shredding them, and you know you're out here and you're using this stuff and you're not shredding it. You're like, what are you doing? But I was thinking ultralight and just like, you know, packing hardly anything for a couple days in the woods. It's not that hard. I think it does take experience. It takes time to, you know, get a feel for your gear. Like all my weight is in my sleep system. Because I mean, I hike pretty much, yeah, year round. I hiked every month last year, you know, through December, January, February, March, and now in April. It's finally getting warm enough. It's pretty cold. In January, I used my 30 degree, and that was one of the hardest overnights, 2 overnights. In 30 degrees, I had 2 emergency blankets, and that was cold. That was not comfortable. Put your comfort where you need to put it, and say, you know, my winter gear, shoulder season, which most people go way up in their weight for those seasons. And obviously, if you're going to do snowshoes and some really deep snow stuff, you probably are going to have to pack on extra layers, thicker thermals and stuff. But I can get away. I'm pretty warm. Anyways, I mean, all this is just time. The more time you spend out here, the better you'll get at your gear selections. You know, like, where's your weight? My weight's in my sleeping system. Anyways, you got to make your own way with the ultralight. So ultralight is a weight. You know, what comfort do you need while you're hiking? Maybe a couple layers, something for rain. You're just going to be hiking. You're going to be walking. So if it rains, no matter what gear you have, you're going to be wet. So the whole point is when you go to stop for the night, when you're done hiking, you can get out of your wet clothes. You can put those somewhere so they don't get the rest of you wet. And then you slip into your warm sleep clothes, in your warm system, and you're good all night. And then you get up, you throw your wet clothes on. They can be cold. I mean, obviously, you know, hike your own hike, create your own ultralight system that fits you. You know, people talk about full comfort. You know, be full comfort for your idea of full comfort. You know, if you have, you know, 9-pound base weight, you can carry a lot of snacks, man. You can carry beer and stuff, because, you know, I mean, obviously you gotta carry the can back out, but you're gonna carry the liquid, and every time you eat, your pack weight goes down. So then, you know, say the last day, you're like, I gotta get to town, and some of you might have snacks I just don't eat. So I would have like just my base weight to carry for like, you know, 17, 20 miles, and just knock it out at 9 pounds. You get that knocked out, less fatigue on all your joints, because your joints don't get stronger, they wear out. And so don't let anybody tell you carrying a really heavy backpack is going to get you in shape. It's just going to wear your body out. I got, you know, dense bones and muscle structure, but everything's weight on your joints. It doesn't matter, you know, your joints and compression. Every step you take is compression. Everything on your back is compressing your, you know, shrinking your spine and compressing those together. So carrying 80 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 30 pounds, 25 pounds, 10 pounds, all of it is compressing your joints more than they need to be. So, I mean, it's like, you know, a lot of people say that too, is take weight off your body. You know, don't worry about your pack weight, take weight off your body, but do both. I mean, I took 120 some pounds off my body. And then, I mean, even this year, so I took a break from dieting to let my body just relax, because I was dieting for just losing weight, not really dieting, just losing weight for a couple years. And so my body hit like a base point, didn't want to go below. So I gave it a break. I went from like 204 to 230, and that's fine for my structure, but that's not where I want to be. So anyways, since like December, January, I've lost, you know, 10, 12 pounds. And so it's like losing my entire base weight. So now when I have this backpack on, it's like I'm not carrying anything. And if you have a good wind and you pitch it right, with the wind right, actually just no condensation. But I mean, anytime you're gonna set up on this, like this is all wet foliage, it's been raining. So you set up on this, it rises, especially you're throwing your heat on it. So your heat is gonna make that moisture rise. And like, you know, you can't do nothing about that. Even if you didn't breathe and you didn't put out 2 liters of water yourself from sleeping all night, the ground is gonna put out plenty of water straight up into your tent. And so you just got to prepare for it. And The new Solo is still poly, so it's not, doesn't soak up water, supposedly, like still nylon. It doesn't seem to. It seems like it just sits on it. But it's just like, because of how the tent's made, it's not easy to shake it out. So, you know, you figure out how to pack it and where to pack it, how to shake it out, and stuff like that. And I just like shove mine in my back. This is a giant log I'm climbing on, by the way. It's like huge across the trail. And it's slickery. So try to jump in a spot that you don't twist an ankle. Ouch. That's another one. Jumping off of those with 60 pounds, your knees are not gonna like it. Or any of your tendons. Should be getting close to the forest. I think the national forest goes into the park area, I think. And then we got too long after that. It becomes like super easy walk through stuff like this. So I'll be done. Got into the wildlife area where the trail just gets giant. Super well maintained. An occasional branch down, but it's very wide. It was nice. Yesterday we were able to walk basically next to each other. You don't get that a lot on trails. You're always like yelling over your shoulder, stuff like that. But this one's nice and wide and flat. And you will get there. Oh, down in the canyons. Some beautiful scenery up there. And we're walking this way. That's where we came from. Getting close, I think another mile we're gonna break out of this, basically forested area. Goes into a field. The sun's up, trying to break through the clouds up there. I don't aim it at it because not like that's gonna help anything. The river. The green trail. Still got a ways to go here. You guys get excited. I think you see the terrain change and you're like, I'm almost there. You're like, yeah, almost there. Only like 4 more miles, right? Nah, I don't think I have that far to go. This trail doesn't have a ton of like standout points, but has a few. But this whole section is just super easy to walk. It's basically just rolling, no hills. I mean, I think obviously there's elevation gain because you're walking up the river, but nothing major. The sun is out above me. It is behind the cloud cover, so it's not beating down on me hot. So I still have my rain jacket on. I keep thinking about taking it off, but I know my shirt's pretty sweaty underneath, and so I'll wait till it gets a little warmer and then it'll dry out, or I'll just wait till I get back and change out of these clothes and prepare to wait. Oh, here we are, back to the trailhead. Get there, see how long it took. All right, I'm back at the trailhead. Got here 9:50. Left at 7:26. So I didn't look at the mileage, but I'll check that out later and see what that is. Maybe I'll add it, a little annotation somewhere up here, down here or something. Anyways, that's pretty decent. Got all out of my wet clothes into my wear clothes, so it can be nice and comfortable. I'm waiting, and it's not too cold out here. Sun's out, so once it starts raining, which it might, because I see some clouds, darker clouds, so it might sprinkle. If it does, I'll just jump in the truck and chill out and wait for everybody to get here. Usually Steven and Adam probably be about a half hour behind, but we also have Wendy and Ethan. Ethan could probably be a pretty strong hiker. He's 17, so a few trips, and kids, they just build themselves so fast. It's it's awesome. Take advantage of it if you're young. Get outside, go run, jump, climb. You'll build up your muscles really fast. When you're 40 and try to do it, it takes a lot longer, a lot more pain. So do it when you're young. Stay in shape for your whole life. So they might be, I don't know, might be an hour behind. So we'll see how long it takes them to get here. And I can relish in how awesome my speed is. Bleh, whatever, I don't care. I do care, but I don't care against other people. I just care about for myself. So I'm just gonna chill out here and stay warm and toasty. Once my body, everything starts chilling out, because I'm just gonna be sitting here, so I'll probably get chilled pretty soon. But I can drink the rest of my Powerade, get my electrolytes back in me, and then just relax. Well, we're at the grill we stopped at the other night, Matt's Diner in Asotin. So ordered up some eggs and bacon and sausage. I'm gonna eat that here in a little bit. And we'll be heading back to Spokane. That'll be the end of the trip. Talk to you later.